I'm going to expose a major secret that the credit bureaus do not want you to know. It's mind-blowing to me that millions of Americans are not aware that their personal information is at risk with the credit bureaus every day. I'm not talking about data breaches. I'm not talking about identity theft. That's for another video. That's a whole other topic, and I need to talk about that. But what I'm talking about is the credit bureaus mixing up your information with somebody else's information on your credit report. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike the Credit Guy. I'm the owner and founder of Limitless Culture. We created the most advanced DIY credit management system in the industry. Our system allows you to take control of your credit, creating custom Metro 2 attack letters every single round, never using templates, for only $55.99 a month. Link is always going to be in the description. Now let's get into this video. That's right, I am literally telling you that there is other information that is on your credit report that is not yours. It's crazy to believe that the credit bureaus can be so negligent and there's really no recourse for it. But guess what? I'm gonna teach you exactly how to find this information, and if it is on your credit report, how to take action. Because you need to hold the credit bureaus accountable for their mishandling of your information and some other random person that you don't even know. Your personal information and all the information about your credit scores, your credit reports, your geographical location, where you work, all of this information is super valuable to the credit bureaus. It is a billion-dollar industry. This is how they make money. They sell your data to subprime lenders and they make big bank off of it. This isn't some small change. Look at Experian being one of the largest credit reporting agencies in the United States, making billions of dollars off of your information. And guess what? This is why they just mix it up and it's not even a big deal. Why is it a big deal? Well, guess what? It's not a big deal because you don't even understand that it exists and it's on your credit report and it's having a negative effect on your credit report. One of the most common situations you will see is somebody has a very common name. So like, let's say as an example, John Smith. That doesn't sound like a very common name, but it really is. Imagine how many John Smiths there are in the United States. There could be thousands of them. The credit bureaus will accidentally mix them up and put their information on your credit report. It could just be their name and their date of birth and maybe their actual social, and then maybe some accounts get slapped on your credit report that aren't yours. There could be so many different variations, but the one biggest thing is when there are common names, there are common issues. They are mixed up with other people that are similar to your name. Now, it's really important that you double check your credit reports and you actually find any misspellings or any other names that are a full different name that is not your name. And people think it's not really a big deal, but it is, because if that name is tied to your credit report, then guess what? Their addresses are also merged onto your credit report. That's just a small part of it. Imagine this, you live in a nice suburban area, but that other person unfortunately does not live in a nice suburban area. Their name is on your credit report, their geographical location is on your credit report, and that is going to have an effect on any lending situation, because guess what? The credit bureaus say they don't use it against you. They don't, in fact, because they only have 5 factors to calculate your credit score, but it's the lenders that will actually use it against you. All right, so let's talk about where you need to go in order to find this information. Now, you don't just go to any like credit monitoring third-party company. No, you want to go directly to the source. So you can go to annualcreditreport.com. Again, I'm going to say it, annualcreditreport.com. You can get your credit reports from each credit bureau for free every week, once a week. I think it may end this year, or I could be wrong. It was supposed to end this year, but you can get those credit reports for free. Download a copy. Don't print it out. That's an absolute nightmare. Download a copy instead of actually printing it. Hit the little button that says download as a PDF. Download each one of them, and you want to look at each one of those credit reports very carefully. I want you to take a really hard look at your personal information section. Now, you're going to start at the very top. It's going to have names and it's going to have other known as. You want to make sure that those are accurate. If there is another complete name that is completely not you, so as an example, if your name is John Smith, but it says Sarah Johnson, clearly that is a whole other person's name on your credit report. Okay, this is the only place that you're going to be able to see this is on annualcreditreport.com. The credit monitoring companies do not get this information correct all the time because they're scraping the data. So, again, looking for complete names that are not you. That's step number one. Step number two is you want to look to see if you have any dates of birth that are not yours. Your date of birth is very important because if it's wrong with the credit bureaus, that means they're sending it wrong to the actual lenders, and that can actually get you declined. Believe me, people can get declined when they cannot verify who you are. That is a number one reason why people get declined, is they cannot verify your identity. And this is the reason why, because the date of birth does not match the actual name. Now, here is a huge kicker. This is not uncommon, and people get shocked when they find it because they weren't looking for it. Your social security number. That's right, I said your social security number. You need to make sure that there's only one, because you're only one person and you only get one social security number. If you see any other social security numbers that are not yours, then guess what? That is a mixed file. That means that somebody else's social security number, however it happened, is now on your credit report. I'm sorry, I almost forgot to tell you, you need to also go to Enovis.com. Again, you need to go to Enovis.com. Enovis is one of the larger credit reporting agencies, just like the big three credit bureaus. They also store your data, and it is used by lending companies. They are, in fact, growing to become a larger credit reporting agency. You can get your credit report for free from Enovis.com. You need to inspect it also, just like you did TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. And remember, we're looking for names that are completely not ours, dates of birth that are not ours, and social security numbers that are not ours. Now, the next big step is going to be downloading all those reports into a PDF form. In order to take care of this properly, you need to get a lawyer involved. This is why it's very important that you actually download the PDF and you save it, so that way you can actually send it off to an attorney. You want to get an attorney involved because guess what? Especially if you've been declined or even you haven't been declined, your credit is being affected, and they are not allowed to report erroneous, false information on your credit report, correct? So now you have a lawsuit on your hands and a case against the credit bureaus. And guess what? I work with attorneys all the time that will take that case for 100% free, because you are in fact a victim of having a mixed file. If your information is mixed with somebody else's date of birth, their social, full name, that is not yours. That's right, I said free. Free 99, free 100%, however you want to say it. It doesn't cost you a dime to get represented by a consumer law attorney that will take a mixed file case. Now, what I did is I created an actual form, and I'll drop it in the comments section. It is the form that you fill out. You'll upload all of your information. You'll answer the questionnaire exactly how it states, and then you'll upload your reports. And then what we will do is we will send it to an attorney to have them review it, and the attorney will contact you directly and take your case for 100% free and go after the credit bureaus that have been reporting wrong information on your credit reports and affecting your lendability. The credit bureaus aren't going to tell you to look for this stuff. They don't want you to know that if you applied for something and you got declined and then you have a mixed file on your credit report, those are damages that attorneys can go after, and the credit bureaus don't want you to know that, because now they're going to be sued. And you are in fact in right to sue them if they put erroneous, wrong information on your credit report and then you got declined. because that denial holds a lot of weight against the credit bureaus because their responsibility is to report 100% accurate and complete information on your credit report. And now you've busted them. Don't forget, link is going to be in the description and also in the comment section. If you have a mixed file, let's get you over to an attorney so they can help you. It costs you $0. It is 100% free. I hope you learned something valuable today because I don't see anybody out there on social media talking about mixed files because a lot of these credit repair experts don't really know anything about credit. They don't understand the severity of a mixed file and how it can truly affect a normal, regular, everyday person that's just minding their own business and has good credit, or even if you have bad credit, it can happen to everybody or anybody. So I hope you got a lot of good value out of this and you learned something new about what to look for on your credit reports. If you have anything specific you want me to talk about, drop it in the comment section. Don't be afraid to speak up. This is all about you. This is your community. We're here to help you every single day. Drop some emojis in the comments to get this video going so more people can learn about mixed files because it's very important. And please don't forget to watch the next 2 videos because they are recommended by YouTube. And don't forget, subscribe to increase your credit score.